Hey guys, it's Andrew from REI Live Columbia, and I've got a couple of tips for you when it comes to networking, because we do networking. So REI Live Columbia, we meet just about every week in a different capacity, but we love to bring you value with education as well as opportunities to network. So here's just a couple of tips that we've learned through the years, and to be honest, networking has become one of our biggest money makers in our business. So tip one, attend networking events, right? That seems logical, seems like it makes sense. So you got to attend these events, okay? So sign up, go to them, chambers of commerce, the local real estate investor meetups. If you're in a different business, find out where your trade organizations are, go to these networking events, all right? Number two, when you get there, be ready to actually talk to people and build rapport by asking questions, all right? So don't go into a conversation just talking about me, I have 3 kids, I live here, I grew up here, blah, blah, blah. No, those are cool, but you always want to turn that back into a question to build rapport with whomever you're talking with, all right? Because let's face it, we like to talk about ourselves, and piggyback on that, use their name, all right? Because you want to be able to remember their name. So build rapport by asking questions and using their name. That is going to help whoever you're talking with remember you, all right? And feel like you really wanted to know more about them, okay? So number 3, get contact info. And I'll give you a little tip on this. Don't just like say, hey, airdrop me your number. No, it doesn't work like that. Or you could use the QR codes. We have a little sticker on the back for a QR code. You could do that, but that's not going to be memorable, okay? So if you do an airdrop or a QR code or a fancy digital business card, make sure it says something unique about you. So like what I might say is like pause it, or you just cut it out. The redheaded real estate guy, right? I might put that in my contact info, something that they'll kind of cheeky that they'll remember you by. And then what you want to do is shoot them a text and just continue that rapport and say, hey, this is Andrew, the redheaded real estate guy. Nice to meet you, Brett, the video guy, right? Just put something in there so you both remember each other, and that way when you go back to that text chain, you'll remember them and they'll remember you, all right? Number 4, I think, I don't know, 3, 4, you want to provide value first. Be the first one to provide value. And what does that mean? That means listening to that when you first met them, talking to them, ask them, say, what do you need? Like, what are you looking for? Where's a block in your business? And then when you go home the next day, the next week, just send them a couple of ideas for whatever they need. So if they were like, or if they talked about, we're about to buy this business, but we're not real sure about how to structure the entity, right? Something like that. Then you might send them your contact for a lawyer that sets up businesses, right? So just provide some little tidbit of value first. You want to be the first one to do that. All right, and I think this is the last one, number 5, is always say yes to their first request. So I heard this from a guy, he's a very smart guy, wealthy guy, and I think this is just spot on, because it always works for us. I just never really put it to words, is to say yes to their first request. So if they ask you to donate to a church golf tournament, say yes, right? Just the little things, because the first ask is going to most likely be little, but it'll be the end. If you say no to their first little request, they're not going to ask you for anything again. And then all that networking, all that leverage you built up, the equity in that relationship will be gone. All right, so just be prepared to say yes, see how you can fit that in so that you solidify that relationship, and now you have networked and built your network so that you have larger reach. Your audience starts to grow, your connections start to grow, you can start building your business from there. All right, I hope that helps for networking, and I look forward to seeing you at the next REI Live. See you soon.